Your thoughts, I guess, on the four and what that does for the depth of your group.
Well, I think we have the chance to really change the whole face of the room. Just bringing four guys in, and I'm excited about each one of these guys. They all bring different strengths to our unit, and I think it's gonna be a great mix-up, really, especially with the two, a couple guys coming back, a couple of young guys getting experience. They bring the four guys coming in this year. Could be a good blend and a good mix of experience going for the next couple of years here. So I'm very excited about the group and which way we're going.
Hightower seems like a guy who has height, but also he's been a sprinter at the JC level too, and was a pretty good one. It seemed like. What would you guys notice from him?
He's just he's a tall guy, can really run. Very fortunate. His Sed Wilson's coach at Cottonville is the same coach as at Hines, so he coached both guys. So when I talked to him on the phone, did a lot of comparisons. He got a lot of the answers that I wanted that were in Sed, I wanted in John, and it matched up. And he's a taller guy. He can run. We want a little more length in the room, which I think we got. And we need a JC, a little bit older guy who has a little experience and can go out and play. And very excited about John. I think John could be a big focal point of things we're doing down the road.
Cobb seems like an intriguing guy. He's maybe not the biggest guy, but it seems you look at the highlights and that guy seems like he can catch just about anything.
Unbelievable player. He's conference player of the year down there in Texas, and he's in a great league with a lot of good teams. And he got hurt the year before his junior year. He had an ACL, so no one really knew about him. They were kind of waiting for his senior year, first couple of games, see how he's going to do, and just like us. And I was very lucky and fortunate, got on him early and just kind of built that relationship with him, and to watch him flourish. And he's got such a wide range, and just a playmaker wherever almost a faster AJ. He's got great hands, very natural, can go get the ball, and so I'm very excited about him too. I think both those guys are going to have a chance to really help us out.
What about Billy? What would you like from Billy?
Billy's another guy. He's another guy who's just pushing 6'1". He's athletic, track guy, comes from a track family. Can really run and kind of push the envelope. We kind of needed that speed. Again, he played corner. He played a little quarterback. He's very versatile in what he can do. So again, he's another one that could have a good opportunity to come here and play for us.
And the fourth one, maybe one of the most impressive ones of the group. What did you see in Khalil?
Love it. He's another great athlete. Played more running back than he did this year, just because they need him there. Want to get the ball in his hands, guaranteed touches. But talk about just a humble, down-to-earth, hardworking, fit into Boise State through and through. That is Khalil. Extremely excited about him. He had a lot of different opportunities and just stuck with the blue and stuck with Boise State and loves the culture. And he's just one of those guys that's a perfect fit for us. I'm really excited about him too.
Were you planning on going into the year maybe taking two, and then you had a couple transfers, and that's how you had more spots? Or?
Exactly. Guys, attrition started to happen, which brings up more opportunity for us to go find guys and bring them in. And I think collectively as a group, we'll have a nice, solid group here of receivers for the next couple of years. If the young guys continue to develop, and I got to get these guys currently now, get them developed and get them moving along, but I think we can do that.
What was it like for you these last 3 weeks playing in the championship game and then being down in Vegas and just trying to hang on to these guys and not having a lot of time to do so?
Well, that's the thing. I think it's for all. The whole staff. Not just me. It's just all of us. It's just been a grind from what you just said, from the championship game to the Vegas Bowl, and then getting the prep and getting down there and your game planning and all the preparation it takes for the game, and then you add recruiting on top of that with the shortened the early signing day. It's just you almost kind of get in a rhythm. You don't even know what day of the week is. You just keep going and going and going, and then once today comes, you exhale, and then okay, now I can go get my dry cleaning done because I haven't had the last month to do anything. So, or get my car washed or whatever. It's just a grind. But that's part of our lifestyle, and that's what we do. We understand that, and we just grind, keep working. To me, it's kind of I love it. I think it's kind of exciting. It's just different. It's a new challenge every day, and now today you get to kind of relax and enjoy it.
You mentioned that you lose to Cedric Wilson, but you have guys like Sean Monster seemed like he got better as the year progressed. CT made a huge catch in the Vegas Bowl. Octavius obviously, made some big catches. How, as the year progressed, now going in the offseason, do you feel like the confidence level seems like it's maybe a little higher in that group than it was in September or October?
Well, it's obviously with the coaching change and there's a new guy, there's just new techniques, there's new things we're teaching and trying to build a mindset. That takes time. It doesn't just happen overnight. You don't just walk in and say, this is how we're going to be, and then it happens. So it takes time. So it's really good to see the Sean Monsters and even AJ, who I think AJ was probably one of the most improved out of all the guys, even said to a certain extent, to watch those guys improve throughout the year and get better as the season goes on, and then to let Octavius and CT kind of have their role. It wasn't a huge role, but they'll be so much better next year for what they did this year, and that's just going to bring out 4 guys along, and then you add these guys with it, and kind of the same plan with those young guys we're bringing this year. Bring them along slowly, and then it's a long-term process. You really have to think long-term when you're managing a group, and I think we're right in line to do that. So yeah, the guys, the attrition that didn't want to be here or couldn't handle the competition or didn't want to go through the work, that's okay. We'll find guys. We always say we're looking for guys going to fit our culture and what we want to do at Boise State. I think we've got a great nucleus of a great young men, want to work hard to make this receiving core kind of build as we move forward.
What was it like to watch Sed this last season, and how hard will he be to replace?
The biggest thing for Sed, because I've had that asked the last couple of days here, is I think the body type, the athleticism, and catching the ball, we can replace that. What you can't replace with Sed is that look in his eye, like, I'm going to catch this. I don't care where the ball is. He's a fierce competitor. That's the tricky thing. You can't see it on film. You can't see it on highlight tape. That's something you have to get to know these young men. And what are they driven by? Are they competitive? Do they want to be great? Do they want to have a chance in the NFL? Which, yes, I want to coach the best player. So I think the body type and athleticism we can replace. It's going to be who can have that mindset to be great and want to be great and work hard at being great every day and grind and grind and grind to get the results that Sed had. That's what we'll have to replace, in my opinion.
Any of the younger guys, scout team, maybe didn't see the field this year that opened your eyes?
You know, it's hard to get a look at those guys because they're always down at the other end. But a couple of those guys, I think Justin Collins did well at the end. Obviously the Bronco Bowl, he had a good game, and again, that's what spring ball will be for those guys. They'll kind of be able to resurface and get them back out there and just put the whole group together. And so I'm excited to get my arms on those guys. It'll be good. Before the new guys come in, I'm still going to have another spring to get those guys kind of developed and see what they can do and see where they fit in this whole big picture as well.
How's AK kind of fit in this whole thing?
Yeah, he's the one guy that's kind of, I don't want to say lost, but just because he was hurt, so it's hard to watch him progress. Now, I'll say up to the point right when he got hurt, he was with AJ making great strides. I was so fired up for him, and then just kind of a tweak in the knee, and it just kind of went down. So, again, he won't be back in spring, we don't think. But again, fall camp, when all of you guys come in, it's going to be a good match because AK can run, and he's got some speed, some good linear speed, and we kind of were building his confidence. He was doing really well confidence-wise, and he was playing a lot. And just that tweaked knee just kind of bummed him out. But I'm excited to get him back too.
With Modster, he had that big game, obviously, or the big catch, at least in the bowl game. And I know early in the season it was a struggle for him. He had that one game where he was kind of frustrated with the drops and stuff. But how did you see Sean kind of progress? And is he ready as a senior to kind of be one of those leaders?
I think so. I think from that game, when he did have those 3 drops in that game, that was kind of the catalyst that kind of moved him forward. He kind of understood, okay, I can't take these catches for granted because at that time, I don't get a lot of opportunities. So when I do, I got to make the best of them. So, and that was kind of a room concept in our room anywhere. Sed's going to get most of the balls, and you're not Sed. You're going to get 2 or 3 or 4 balls, maybe top. So you better make sure you're maximizing every opportunity you get. Well, he may have taken that for granted early, but after that game, I don't know if he dropped a ball, maybe 1 for the rest of the season. So, and we kind of hone on that. We kind of say, when your opportunity comes, it's your time to shine and go make that play. And I think he did a really good job of that.